What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're taking a look at Ethereum and its recent price action, and make sure to watch the video till the end for a price prediction for the short and the long term as well. First things first, please smash the likes, subscribe and hit the bell icon. YouTube is not pushing crypto content out currently and our subscribers aren't getting notifications, so make sure to join our free Telegram to stay up to date with all of our videos as they are posted, links in the description. It really helps if you hit the like. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. And make sure to comment down below for your chance to win a hardware wallet in our new monthly giveaway. We'd also like to thank you all so much for your support. We've just hit 10k subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys? Just before we begin, we've had many reports that our subscribers aren't seeing our content. This is most likely because you haven't hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon with all notifications turned on. So give it a tap now, turn on all notifications, and you'll most likely see most of our videos being posted. Also, if you want to support the channel, make sure to tap that like, it really helps us out. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day for daily updates. So with that all being said, we'll take a look at Ethereum here. As you can see, we've obviously been having some bearish price action in the past day or so. Basically, Bitcoin's had a big correction to the downside, hasn't it? And this ascending triangle, this ascending wedge, I should say, has actually played out for Ethereum, which we were talking about in yesterday's video. Basically, what we've been seeing is Ethereum basically trading upwards like this, but it's losing momentum to the upside. Obviously, once we start to roll over here, you can see that it's pretty much a good sign of a reversal here. You could say this is probably a bearish divergence as well. As you can see, the price action coming up, but the RSI coming down. And as you can see, we've got, I mean, look at this. This is ridiculously oversold territory. The last time we were this oversold was when we had the crash on the 19th of May. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's crazy how impulsive and rash the market is currently. Obviously, when you get this oversold, you can quite clearly see, this is the hourly time frame, by the way. Every single time that we've got this oversold, we have had decent bounces to the upside. As you can see here, bullish divergence, bounce to the upside, all the way up back up to here. We've got oversold here. We've been very oversold in general recently, as you can see. Basically been trying to bounce back up, but we've been rolling over, and we have been getting very oversold. I mean, this is obviously the clearest example of a nice bounce. We came all the way down to here, but as you can see, obviously now we broke out of this descending triangle here. This ascending wedge, I need to get my terminology right. This ascending wedge, we've broken down out of it, haven't we? So obviously everyone's flipped very bearish. Bitcoin's also done the same thing, which is why the whole market's being led down, we believe. But I mean, look at this RSI is absolutely in the gutter right now. Like, the chance of a reversal from this is probably extremely likely in terms of percentage values. But we did say, and we did anticipate, obviously this is a bearish pattern, and we did say most likely the target when you form a ascending triangle like this is where you formed it. So we potentially could be looking at coming back down to this $1,700 level over the next few days. If we do start to see a lot of bearish momentum in the market. But obviously with Bitcoin basically selling off, this has led most cryptocurrencies down in general. And they've obviously copied pretty much exactly what Bitcoin's structure has been, more or less. And Bitcoin has been looking like it's been in the ascending wedge like this. So ascending wedges, typically a bearish sign. It means that essentially your price action is kind of starting to make lower highs, and then until you eventually have to roll over because you run out of steam to the upside, don't you? And as you can see, we did run out of steam. We were making, you know, technically higher lows and higher highs in a range like this, but obviously when you start making lower and lower highs, you run the risk of being in danger of rolling over. And once we hit resistance here, we got a double top, didn't we? And then you can see the target confirmed. Basically, completely fell out the bottom of this ascending wedge, and there you go. I mean, we fell out the bottom of it, so things looking bearish for the short term. Pretty obvious when you look at the chart. We'll just take a look at the 4-hour here. As you can see, we are falling down on a 4-hourly chart out of this ascending wedge. It's a very nice one, actually, isn't it? I mean, this is like a textbook ascending wedge with a textbook breakout pattern. So very nice bit of technical analysis fodder there, you could say. But it's pretty obvious, as you can see, we're on our 4-hourly chart. We're obviously, you know, we're approaching oversold territory again, aren't we? If we do come back down to these levels here, we're probably going to be looking at very oversold. And there's quite a lot of, I mean, there's there's divergences all over the shop here, isn't there? There's a big bullish divergence here. We came up and we're obviously rolling over again. So do anticipate if we do come back down to these levels, we're probably going to see another bounce. Ethereum is not going to zero. That is extremely unlikely, unless there's a catastrophic failure of the network, which is very unlikely as well. So a lot of people that are getting super bearish right now and lashing out and basically blaming content creators for the current price action in the market. Obviously, we can't affect what happens in the markets really. We're just telling you what we see, and we'll always try and be as honest as we can about what we're seeing. But from my perspective, what we're seeing here is Ethereum being as oversold pretty much recently as the market, the March 2020 crash, which is obviously absurd because nothing has actually happened. Nothing has happened to Ethereum whatsoever. The fundamentals of the projects haven't changed. It's just the market sentiment in general. Bitcoin's obviously been having a lot of FUD put against it recently, but nothing has actually changed for any of these protocols apart from them getting better. So it's quite clear that a lot of people are getting too emotional in the market right now, and everyone's obviously selling off when they see these big corrections. But we did get too euphoric for Ethereum, and this is something that we did outline when we were going up in this channel here months ago. We did say Ethereum's looking very, very overbought. It's looking very, very overextended. It's going to need a correction. And obviously the correction has been pretty severe, but it was required considering how euphoric the price action was getting. We weren't cooling off at all. We were just running and running and running and running. And then once we hit for like $4,500, I'm starting to think like, right, the correction's coming. And as you can see, since then, you know, we've got just desserts for being too greedy. The bulls got too greedy and the bears went, okay, we've got a chance here, and they smashed the price down all the way back down to $1,700 from $4,500. So pretty obvious that the market needed a nice little correction. But the positive side of all this is if you look at the long term here, this is the daily time frame. You can see the last time that we were in these kinds of territories of being this oversold on the daily time frame was in March 2020 when we had the crash. And you can basically see there's quite a lot of confluence to this and this. There was a nice little run up to the top of the channel, and then a big sell off just like this. Nice run up to the top of the channel, big sell off to the bottom of the channel, looking oversold in both instances. So there's also similarities here as well. And then you can see what happened after. We basically started to pick up here, came back to the middle of the channel, started to get back to the prices that we were looking at before. So we could potentially be looking at a similar thing here for Ethereum. If we start to pick up, get back to the middle of the channel here, which would be, you know, above 3K to 3.5-ish K here, start to pick back up to these kinds of levels again over the next month or so, maybe in the next few months, depending on how things go. And then if we do see that pick up, and basically we're talking about potentially an extended cycle here with this big cooling off period in the middle. If we're looking at what most people are describing as maybe late 2021, early 2022 as potentially the top of the bull market, considering we've had this big cooling off period halfway through. If that was the case and we're looking at, you know, late 2021, early 2022 here, we could be looking at still some very nice price targets for Ethereum, around a 10x from the current price at around 20K. So as you can see, I mean, this is late 2021 here, looking at around 15K or so for Ethereum if we reach the top of this channel. And then obviously going into the end of January, around 20K. So anywhere around these levels, if we do see, you know, that pickup and a similar thing to what we've seen here, then we could be looking at, you know, a pretty similar outcome for Ethereum. Obviously the short term's hard to predict, but if you look at the long term here, you can see this channel has been respected basically for the past year and a half, and we're still respecting it now. So provided that we don't start falling out of this channel, then most likely we're going to start to see the pickup for Ethereum, you know, in the next month or so, from what we can tell, because we're really oversold. There will be equilibrium coming back into the market. There's a lot of bullish news coming out for Ethereum recently, so there's no reason for it to be selling off as much as it is doing. It's just had a natural correction, and the bulls will come back in and start to push the price up pretty soon. We've already started to see it. You know, we've got Ethereum coming up to around $2,400 here. We're getting rejected right now, but we are still slowly starting to see the pickup. We've probably seen potentially a double bottom here as well, so things looking pretty good for Ethereum, in our opinion. In the long term, we're still respecting this channel, and until we see otherwise, we will be staying bullish and optimistic. We don't think we're in a bear market whatsoever. And as we said, if this is similar to this, hopefully we can start seeing the pickup for Ethereum and, you know, making headway over the next few months or so. And then if we're going into like the next 6 to 8 months, which will probably be the finale of the bull market, probably going into, you know, November, maybe December or January, depending on how long the cycle lasts, we could be looking at these price targets that we're looking for Ethereum, at least 10K in our estimation, somewhere here. And then obviously 15 or 20K would be very nice price targets as well. So it's not hard to imagine that we could pick up going into November, December and start to meet these targets in the long term. So Short term, obviously we broke down out of this ascending wedge here, so this is a bearish indication. We're probably going to be rolling over for the next few days if Bitcoin does continue to do this as well. But as we said, we're ridiculously oversold on our RSI, so the reversal probably will come at some point. And then in the long term, you know, we're super bullish on Ethereum. It's probably going to do extremely well in the long term. If you bought Ethereum now and held it for 10 years, you're most likely going to do very well. So if you're thinking, you know, you're a bit too overexposed to the market right now, you're feeling a bit, you know, like sketchy about your positions, maybe you just need to consider the longer time frame or consider what you're holding. Because if you're holding quality projects in the long term, history has shown that you'll probably do very well. Not financial advice, of course, but it's pretty obvious that for most top projects like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, Polkadot, all these projects that were, you know, I mean, Bitcoin was like $1 at one point, and now look at it. Ethereum was like $80 in the March crash last year, and now it's over $2,000. Cardano was like 1.5 cents a year ago, and now it's over $1. Like, it's pretty obvious in the long term, these top quality projects that are most likely going to be around are probably going to do very well. So no sign of a bear market, obviously. As you can see, we're still holding our 20 EMA. We haven't even hit our 55 EMA yet, so still in a very nice uptrend. So things looking totally fine for Ethereum in our opinion. So that's our update today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comments section below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can keep up to date with all of our videos. Remember to comment down below and be subscribed to enter into our brand new monthly giveaway for a hardware wallet. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're offering coin calls, one-to-one access to us personally, insight into our personal portfolio, daily research of crypto assets with massive potential, and access to our brand new 100x portfolio. With so many benefits, you might as well check it out below. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money. So there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. But don't forget to actually deposit as well after signing up, otherwise you won't receive the second stock. Scammers get worse every day, so make sure to protect yourself and your crypto online with PureVPN. Sign up below for some big discounts. You can get access to block content and protect yourself from phishing scams with super low monthly payments and high quality speeds. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.